You and I wake up with the same 24 hours that built empires, healed broken souls, created legends, and turned ordinary names into unforgettable stories. The question is not whether you have time. The question is, what are you doing with the miracle called today? Every morning, life places a blank check of 24 hours into your hands. Some people waste it complaining. Some people spend it doubting themselves. And some people invest it so wisely that their future begins to bow before their discipline. Success is not created in years, it is created in days. And days are created in hours. We often say, I don't have enough time. But time is the only thing rich and poor receive equally. The difference is not in the clock. The difference is in commitment. If you want success, you don't need more hours. You need more intention in the hours you already have. Today, I want you to understand one truth. Productivity is not about being busy. It is about being purposeful. It is about aligning your 24 hours with your dreams instead of your distractions. And here are powerful strategies to transform your 24 hours into a success-building machine. Start with a powerful morning intention. Your morning is not just the beginning of a day. It is the foundation of your destiny. The way you wake up determines the way you show up. If your first action is distraction, your entire day becomes reaction. But if your first action is intention, your entire day becomes creation. And creation is where success is born. Most people wake up and immediately surrender their focus. They scroll, they compare, they consume. Before they even step out of bed, they have already allowed the world to control their emotions. But productive people do something different. They pause, they breathe, they decide. They understand that the first few minutes of the morning are sacred. Those minutes shape their mindset, and mindset shapes outcomes. Before touching your phone, touch your purpose. Sit with yourself and ask, what is the one meaningful task that will move me forward today? Not 10 tasks, not a long, overwhelming list, just one powerful action that aligns with your long-term dream. When you identify that one priority, you give your 24 hours direction. Without direction, effort becomes noise. With direction, effort becomes progress. A powerful morning intention does not require a 2-hour routine. It requires clarity. It can be 5 minutes of gratitude. It can be 10 minutes of planning. It can be a short affirmation whispered with conviction. Today, I choose discipline over distraction. What matters is not the length of the ritual, but the strength of the decision. Understand this motivation is unstable. Some mornings you will feel strong. Some mornings you will feel tired. But commitment does not ask how you feel. Commitment reminds you who you want to become. And when your intention is strong enough, your feelings slowly learn to follow your focus. The morning is your mental reset button. Yesterday's mistakes do not own today. Yesterday's failures do not define today. When you wake up with intention, you are telling life, I am not here to drift. I am here to design. If you win your morning, you win momentum. And momentum is powerful. It carries you through distractions, through doubts, through temporary setbacks. Start your day with clarity, and you will end it with accomplishment. Prioritize progress, not perfection. Perfection is a beautiful illusion. It looks inspiring from a distance, but up close, it often becomes the biggest barrier between you and your success. How many dreams have been delayed because someone was waiting for the right time? How many goals have been abandoned because the plan was not perfect? Understand this. Deeply, perfection does not create success. Progress does. We often tell ourselves, I will start when I am fully ready. But readiness is a myth. You do not become ready by waiting. You become ready by doing. The first step will feel uncomfortable. The first attempt may not be impressive. The first draft may be messy. But that mess is proof that you are moving. And movement is power. When you focus on perfection, you focus on fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of not being good enough. But when you focus on progress, you focus on growth. Growth allows mistakes. Growth welcomes learning. Growth understands that improvement is a journey, not an event. Imagine improving just 1% every single day. It sounds small. It sounds almost insignificant. But consistency transforms the smallest efforts into massive results. One page a day becomes a book. One workout a day becomes strength. One skill practiced daily becomes mastery. Your 24 hours do not need dramatic transformation, they need consistent direction. Successful people are not extraordinary because they are flawless, they are extraordinary because they show up repeatedly. They complete the task even when it feels average. They move forward even when it feels slow. They understand that slow progress is still progress, and progress builds confidence. Do the most important task first, even if it is uncomfortable. Do it before your excuses wake up. Finish it before distractions invite you. Each completed task becomes a brick, and brick by brick, you build the house called success. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. Embrace the courage to be consistent. Your imperfect action today is more powerful than your perfect plan tomorrow. Every small step counts. Every effort compounds. And when you choose progress over perfection, you choose momentum over fear, and momentum will always carry you further than perfection ever could. Prioritize progress, not perfection. Too often, we allow the pursuit of perfection to paralyze us. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect mindset, thinking that only then will success be possible. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion. It is a mirage that keeps you stuck, overthinking, and stagnant. Waiting for everything to be flawless robs you of today's opportunities. Progress, on the other hand, does not wait. Progress acts, learns, adjusts, and grows. If you want your 24 hours to be productive, you must choose progress over perfection. Perfection makes you fearful. It makes you overanalyze every decision, second guess every action, and delay every step. You tell yourself, I need more preparation or I need more experience. But the most successful people did not wait to feel ready. They acted with what they had, learned from their mistakes, and improved as they went. Progress embraces imperfection. Progress allows you to start even when conditions are not ideal. Progress is action in motion, and motion is the key to productivity. Think about this. Even small, consistent improvements can create massive transformation over time. Improving just 1% each day may seem insignificant, but 365 days of small daily progress creates exponential growth. A single page written daily becomes a book. 10 extra minutes of exercise each day becomes strength and stamina. Learning one new concept daily turns into mastery. This is the magic of progress. It compounds silently, invisibly, until one day you look back and realize how far you have come. Your 24 hours are not meant to be flawless. They are meant to be purposeful, consistent, and intentional. Prioritizing progress also means completing the most important tasks first. Don't wait for inspiration or the ideal moment. Do the hard work early when your energy and focus are strongest. Finish tasks that challenge you and that move you closer to your goals. Even if the effort feels imperfect, it is better than inaction. Each small success fuels momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Over time, the accumulation of these small wins creates extraordinary results. Remember, productivity is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about moving forward with purpose. Perfection is a luxury that often costs you action. Progress is the tool that turns your 24 hours into achievements. Choose to take consistent steps every day, embrace imperfection, and let growth guide you. When you prioritize progress over perfection, you turn your ordinary hours into extraordinary outcomes. and you transform potential into tangible success. Eliminate energy drainers. Your time is precious, but even more valuable than time is your energy. You can spend 24 hours planning, working, and striving, but if your energy is scattered, your productivity will remain limited. Energy is the fuel that powers focus, creativity, and determination. Without it, even the best laid plans fall apart. That is why eliminating energy drainers is one of the most powerful ways to make your 24 hours productive and purpose driven. Energy drainers come in many forms, and they are often disguised as normal parts of life. They can be negative people who bring constant complaints or gossip. They can be unproductive habits like scrolling social media endlessly, comparing yourself to others, or overthinking decisions that don't matter. They can even be internal self doubt, fear, and worry silently drain your focus and motivation. Every time you engage with these distractions, you give away a part of your energy, leaving less for your most important tasks. The first step in eliminating energy drainers is awareness. Begin to notice where your time and energy are being stolen. Which conversations leave you feeling exhausted instead of inspired? Which activities fill your hours but empty your mind? Awareness allows you to identify what to cut, reduce, or replace. Once you know your drainers, you can set boundaries. Say no to what does not serve your goals. Limit your exposure to negativity. Protect your time and energy like the most valuable asset you own, because it is. Next, actively replace energy draining habits with energy building practices. Spend time with people who inspire and challenge you positively. Engage in activities that rejuvenate your mind and body, like exercise, meditation, or learning something new. Create a workspace and routine that supports focus and flow. Energy is contagious. When you surround yourself with positivity, discipline, and purpose, your 24 hours become more powerful, productive, and fulfilling. Eliminating energy drainers is not about avoiding life or isolating yourself. It is about making conscious choices that align your energy with your goals. Every hour you spend wisely compounds into momentum, and momentum is what turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Remember, productivity is not only measured by what you do, but also by what you choose not to do. Guard your energy fiercely, and your 24 hours will transform from scattered minutes into purposeful steps toward your success. When you protect your energy, you protect your potential. You create space for creativity, focus, and achievement. You no longer let life's distractions dictate your results. Instead, you decide where your energy goes, and in that decision lies the secret to consistent, unstoppable productivity. Schedule growth time daily. If you want your 24 hours to lead you closer to success, you must make growth non-negotiable. Growth is not accidental. It is intentional. It does not happen while you are scrolling, binge watching, or simply going through the motions of life. Growth happens when you dedicate time every single day to improve yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Without this intentional investment, your hours may feel full, but your life will remain stagnant. Many people live day to day reacting to the world around them, surviving tasks without evolving. They complete obligations, meet expectations, and follow routines. But they never ask, am I getting better today than I was yesterday? Success does not come to those who only survive. It comes to those who thrive, who commit to consistent learning and self-improvement. Growth time is your opportunity to thrive. It is the hour, or even just 30 minutes, that you dedicate to becoming better than you were yesterday. Scheduling growth time is simple but powerful. Block a specific portion of your day solely for activities that expand your mind, sharpen your skills, and strengthen your body. It could be reading a book, learning a new language, practicing a skill, journaling, meditating, exercising, or listening to inspiring podcasts. The form doesn't matter as much as the consistency. Even small daily investments compound over time, transforming ordinary days into extraordinary achievements. 1 hour of learning each day can turn a beginner into a master over the course of a year. Consistency is the key. Growth is not about bursts of effort that come and go. It is about showing up every day, even when you are tired, distracted, or unmotivated. It is about honoring your future self by making today's choices intentional. When you schedule growth, you tell yourself, I am committed to my progress. I will not let my potential waste away. That commitment builds discipline, and discipline multiplies every other aspect of your productivity. Remember, your 24 hours are limited. Some of that time will be spent on necessary tasks, some on responsibilities, and some on rest. But within that allocation, growth time is your secret weapon. It is the engine that fuels long-term success. When you prioritize your development, your days no longer pass by aimlessly, they move you forward. You evolve, you learn, and you become capable of achieving more than you ever imagined. By scheduling growth time daily, you are investing in yourself. You are turning ordinary hours into building blocks of a successful life. Your future self will look back and thank you for every minute spent improving, learning, and rising above yesterday. Growth is not optional for success. It is essential. Make it a daily ritual and watch your productivity and your life transform. End your day with reflection, not regret. How you end your day is just as important as how you start it. Many people rush from one task to another, finish their work, and collapse into sleep without ever pausing to review the day. This habit creates a cycle of forgetfulness and missed opportunities. To make your 24 hours productive, you must end each day with reflection, not regret. Reflection transforms ordinary effort into intentional growth, while regret only drains your spirit and leaves you stuck in what could have been. Reflection is a deliberate practice. It means asking yourself honest questions about how your day went. Did you accomplish what you intended? Did your actions align with your goals? What distracted you? And how can you improve tomorrow? Reflection is not about beating yourself up for mistakes. It is about understanding them, learning from them, and using those lessons to design better tomorrows. When you approach the day's end with curiosity and accountability, you create a mental map for continuous progress. Regret, on the other hand, is passive and destructive. It keeps you stuck in the past, obsessing over what you didn't do instead of taking action to improve. Productive people understand that the past is a teacher, not a jailer. They acknowledge their missteps, extract the lessons, and then release them. By consciously choosing reflection over regret, you convert every day, even those that felt unproductive, into an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. One practical way to reflect is by keeping a brief end-of-day journal. Spend 5 to 10 minutes noting what you accomplished, what could have gone better, and what your top priorities will be tomorrow. This practice anchors your achievements, highlights areas for improvement, and sets a clear intention for the next day. Even a simple mental review before sleep can reset your mindset and prepare your brain for focused, purposeful action when you wake up. Reflection also builds gratitude. When you take stock of the day, you recognize what went right, no matter how small. This awareness strengthens your confidence and motivation, making your next day more productive. The night becomes a checkpoint, a pause that allows you to evaluate, learn, and adjust. Each reflective evening compounds into sharper decision-making, better time management, and increased self-discipline. End your day as a strategist, not a critic. Reflect, learn, and plan. Let go of regret and embrace the lessons hidden in every moment. When you close your eyes at night with awareness, gratitude, and clarity, you transform your 24 hours from a series of passing moments into a powerful journey toward your dreams. Reflection is the bridge between today's effort and tomorrow's success. Your 24 hours are more than just a measurement of time. They are the building blocks of your success. Every morning you wake up, every task you complete, Every choice you make and every moment you reflect upon has the power to shape your future. Productivity is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters with focus, intention, and energy. When you start your day with purpose, prioritize progress over perfection, eliminate energy drainers, dedicate time for growth, and end with reflection, you transform ordinary hours into extraordinary opportunities. Success is not a distant dream reserved for the lucky or the extraordinary. It is created daily in how you manage your time and harness your energy. By taking control of your 24 hours, you claim ownership of your life. You stop drifting through days and start designing them. Every small, intentional effort compounds into achievements. Every disciplined action strengthens your confidence, and every reflective night prepares you for a stronger tomorrow. Your journey to success begins with how you use today, and when you use it wisely, nothing can stop you.